I love DPs.
Like double penetration.
Some double penetration.
Double penetration on your own with some solo play.
Hello, and welcome to the Double Penetration Podcast. Here are your hosts, Creep and Steel.
Woo! DPP coming at you. That's right, folks. Double Penetration Podcast with your host. He is your friend, Mr. Chris Steele, and I am your favorite creep, bringing you volume... What are we on, bro?
13, dogsy. And we are joined by 2/3, or the other half, or I don't know. I'm not very good at mathematics.
I think it's 1/3.
1/3? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. BK Chris from Brooklyn of High Society Radio joins us. I'm very excited about this because just like with Johnny, I've been listening to you guys on fucking podcasts for years, and this is it's a thrill, man. Thank you for coming on.
No, I appreciate you guys having me, and I also appreciate you listening. But I also do have to apologize to your listeners. Bronx Johnny is full of shit. I listened to that episode yesterday. First of all, let's talk about this couch thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is some nonsense. He's a liar. This is what happened. I guarantee you he didn't tell the truth to me either, but this is what happened. He fucked that chick in his house, got sprung on her, and then she was like, "This is a nice couch, Mr. Johnny." And then he wanted to get back at it, and she was like, "I'm not doing an in-call if you have no money." And he was like, "I got this couch." And he got his boy to drive him out there with the couch, probably for a light up. That's what happened. There was no like he actually liked her and talked to her. She was like, "I'll do it for the couch if you have no money." That's it.
So the whole thing about him being smitten, which, you know, he probably was smitten so much so, but he was, you know, broken.
I've known that kid for 12 years. He has never been smitten.
I almost joked. And he's giving me a hard time about being a cold-hearted bitch. What the fuck?
Well, that's because the creep queen is cold-hearted.
Yeah, but if he is too...
Well, you know.
That's funny. I like the story both ways. I'm not disappointed either way.
Yeah, but I like BK called out Johnny. It's funny.
It's so good.
I'm gonna call him out on our show next week when he gets back from Ecuador.
Yes, he's got a bit of a pickle now in Ecuador. Isn't he in like Panama now or some shit?
Yeah, he got stuck because we got hit with a snow bomb yesterday in New York. I don't know where you guys are, but
I'm in Detroit.
So he got stuck in a 13-and-a-half-hour layover in Panama because he couldn't fly into New York.
When's he coming
missing
back?
2 days work?
That sucks.
I think tomorrow, maybe Monday, something like that. Whatever. He's in fucking South America, and it's cold as shit here, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but he's a man of leisure, so I'm sure he likes his air conditioning and cold beverages.
That's a good point. You know they don't have none of that shit.
Fuck no. And even though he is, you know, from Ecuador, right? I'm sure he can't handle the water because he's Americanized now.
No, but he's buoyant, you know?
That's true. That is true. Johnny is kind of like a man of mystery because he lies, apparently.
You can't get a straight answer. He asked me to go to Ecuador with him all the time. He's like, "Yo, you should come down there." And I've seen pictures of the house down there. The only reason why I know it's super nice is because his brothers have verified this to me. But I can't go on vacation where the only person I'm with that speaks the language is a crazy person. I can't do it.
What do they speak? Is that Spanish down there, or they?
Yeah, it's all Spanish. I'm sure I can passively do some English, but I'm gonna end up in a whorehouse with him, and he's gonna be speaking only Spanish, and I'm gonna get shivved.
I love everything about this right now.
God damn, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking. So, how? I don't know. I'm just kind of. I hit the bowl, so I'm a little high now.
Okay. Can I throw out a plug for the Kickstarter?
Yeah, man. Well, that's why we have you on here.
We have plugs. What are we doing?
I know. I usually like getting the plugs done before the music, but Chris, hit up your Kickstarter plug and everything else you want to plug real quick.
Okay, well, High Society Radio, wherever you get your podcast, comes out every Tuesday, new episodes. We recorded one yesterday despite the snow bomb. And I have a Kickstarter up for a new comic book called Snakedick, Legend of the Manaconda. Actually, we're over 80% funded at this point, so we should be good to go. But just get on there. You get the print copy for $5, the digital copy for $4. The book is ready to go to print. I met the printer the other day. It looks great. We just need to get the funds to put out the print run, and they'll be going out within 2 weeks of the Kickstarter ending.
That's dope. I'm going to go do it.
So now,
Thank
Snakedick, is it just kind of like a one-off story, or kind of like a graphic novel, or is it going to be issues?
It's a one shot. Basically the thing is I've done other comics before, but the thing that's weird about it is there's so much work that goes into a comic book for the artist, and it takes so much time that to do like a continuing story or a graphic novel is it's almost like too grand of a thing. So for the first thing, we're doing this one shot. We have the idea for the sequel. That'll be a little bit longer, but it's a 24-page comic, standard size, and it's a quick thing, and we want to build relationships with the distributor, which is Diamond Distributors, does 90% of the comics in the country, and so that's the whole thing. Is like you don't want to start with this like 6-part story, and then you're delayed every month because your artist is late.
Right. So what is Snakedick, Legend of Manaconda?
Well, it's a serial killer, and he's a snake for a dick. And it pretty much goes. It's basically like we were watching The Ginger Dead Man one night. I don't know if you've ever seen The Ginger Dead Man, but just like me and my buddies will get really fucked up, and like after a UFC, we'll throw on B horror movies on Netflix. Like, we could write a better one of these. So Snakedick, I don't know. It's just such a funny name, and we just started going with it. And I'll be honest, if you go check out the art on the Kickstarter, like my buddy Dave did it all, and it's amazing. Like it really looks great.
Now I will say
the book came out fantastic.
The African American gentleman, he has a striking resemblance to Patrice O'Neal. Is that on purpose? Kind of like a.
It's like it's like a happy accident kind of thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? People draw things with the hat especially. He is wearing the fedora hat. I actually got a Patrice O'Neal. If you see in the Skype feed, I got a Patrice O'Neal painting on my wall.
Yeah. Patrice O'Neal was the only celebrity that when he died, I cried. And I never met the man, but listening to him on O&A for years and years and podcasts and shit, you kind of, and his comedy is, second to none. So you kind of fucking feel like you developed this relationship. So when he died, I was like, man, I'm kind of crushed.
Yeah, I like that was the most. Yeah, I think me too. I think that was the most upset I was when a celebrity died, and like he wasn't even really a celebrity,
right? He was,
but I was fucked up, like more so than like any like whatever wrestler or anybody like a musician. I was just like, damn, right. That's the first guy I ever heard. He talks street, but is smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'll be honest. Like, I think if any member of the Insane Clown Posse died, I'd probably be upset just only because growing up in Michigan and being like kind of like a pothead and a loser kid all my life, being a juggalo is kind of like my thing. So,
You needed a family?
Yeah. Now we're a gang, apparently. But I'm not in the juggalo.
Did you go to the march?
No. Come on, dude. I'm 36. I don't got time for that. I mean, good for them. I mean, I'm glad that they're trying to fix their name and shit, but it's just not for me. I don't fucking follow them like I used to. I mean, 17-year-old Chris probably would have went.
I mean, I actually think what they did was pretty cool, like enacting some sort of change. I mean, I guess it's just because they got singled out, but those gathering laws, that is some of the biggest government overreach I've ever seen. You're supposed to have a right to lawful assembly. And you're just calling it a gang because people dress alike. Guess what? Friends dress alike, stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I think every, sporting event is almost kind of like a gang rally, I mean, there has been some...
In Scotland it is.
Yeah, fucking the soccer hooligans.
Yeah.
They fucking duke it out. It's fucking crazy. Creep's like, I don't know anything about sports.
I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Creep's like, yeah, we were having this cool conversation about threesomes before, and you guys want to fag off and talk about sports and
yeah, we definitely we were talking about threesomes. I really thought that maybe because I was a few minutes late, you guys had just started the show without me.
No,
and so you guys were right into the threesome talk, and now I feel like
God. I wish. I'm so upset.
No, we
that
have
was
like
gold shit.
We have silly conversations and like during our pre-show shit, and then it's just like, oh, what are we going to talk about on our show? And sometimes we kind of,
You should record the whole thing, and then you just have it.
Well, that is true. It makes sense to do that, but sometimes, I just don't think. You get into this.
I never think ever, so.
No, I had to remind Creep. I'm like, hey, 6 p.m., we're supposed to be on.
Are we out of threesome stories?
No.
I mean, it's called the Double Penetration Podcast. I'd imagine one of you has one of those stories.
Creep's the sexual, how would you say it? The adventurer.
I had like an awkward experience with like 5
Of course, she
people
has
one
to
time
buy.
really wasn't that hot. Like, but it was recorded. Like, my friend has this video. Like, I got fucking wasted. Me and this girl were going at it. So my friend, of course, is being a perv and like recording everything. And then right
That's
next
how the
to
soft
us,
threesome I had that I was telling you about before. That's how I was the perv with the camera in the story. But I'm the hero of my story.
So yeah, he's like recording us going at it, and we're like laying in bed. Me and this girl are like heavy going at it, and right next to us is this like piece of shit douchebag going at it or trying to go at it with this other girl who just wanted in on like me and this other girl. You know what I'm saying? And like it was almost
like
rapey, which is kind of like shitty, like for the other guy, but like it was mad funny. And my friend won't even send me the video because he thinks I'm gonna post it everywhere.
But
Like, I
you're in
can't
it.
even see myself in, you know, this bitch. I'm like kind of sad about it.
You know,
Yeah, that's a bad friend.
That's what I'm saying.
creep has
But
an.
she hated me afterwards. Like, she hated me like I made her do it. Like, bitch, I didn't make you slide up in my vagina. Like,
Dude,
what
that
the
happened
fuck?
in my story too.
Really?
Because the other girl that my chick was hooking up with was in a relationship. Now, mind you, like I came out of the bathroom and they were just going at it. So I was just like, I don't want this to stop, but I got to do something. I felt like if I pulled my cock right out, it would stop. So I went and grabbed the camera. You know, and so like, but like now, and then she was all just like pissed off, and like this dude was pissed off too, and it was just like, all right, well that's kind of on you, buddy. Like your girl is eating pussy. I mean, you watched me get blown. It happened. I mean, like,
I don't get it. People want to be like all wild and shit and then act all prude. Like, you done did it. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Stupid as fuck. Did you have fun though? Was it a good time?
of course, like I said before, I was like 20. I was just like, oh my god, this is so great.
This is awesome.
Actually, the only other time I ever had a threesome, I was also coming out of the bathroom and two chicks were making out. It was a girl that I had stopped seeing who lured me back in with the threesome. And all my buddies were watching a movie in the other room. I'm on the floor in the kitchen in this apartment in Sheepshead Bay. Like my boy came in to get a beer and was like, no one move. Seriously, I'm getting my beers out of the fridge. No one fucking move.
That is awesome.
I don't
And
have any
that girl
cool
got
stories
mad
like
because
that.
I hooked up with the other chick like a few months later, like the secondary girl in the threesome.
What
I'm
did
like,
she
you,
expect?
yeah.
Maybe she had feelings,
So
dude.
funny.
You know how chicks are. You know,
I always.
you have sex with them once and then they get all feely.
Oh, fuck that shit. Who the fuck? Not this bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Forget it. You're an anomaly. You sell your squirt.
She does.
Oh, fuck. I hate people. And
So now, what would
really
you do with that, Chris?
feelings.
Like if you say like you're a dude and you like Creep Queen and you're a fan of hers and you bought her squirt, would you buy it to drink it or just like lube your dick up and jerk off with it? Because I'm still trying to figure out like what dudes would do.
I don't
So,
know.
all right. So I actually did think about this because I was listening to the episode with Johnny, like what you would do with the squirt. It's weird because it is a different, like, Chris, you ever been with a chick who squirted?
No.
All right. It feels different once it happens. It's almost like a drier lube.
Yeah,
I don't-
I mean, it's just,
does,
it's
right?
watery. It's not like it's like cum where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Yeah, it's not viscous.
So it
no, it's
evaporates
like-
pretty quickly.
So it
Clear
would be a
pee.
good lube, but like you're mailing it to them. Are you mailing it in like I would imagine there's some sort of like biological material in there that could go bad.
Yeah, and there is. And I fucking, okay, so like one of my guys bought this, right? And he told me, he was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with this. So literally a year later, he messages me and he's like, I can't breathe out my nose. I'm like hell out of breath. He's like, I put it on my shelf because I didn't know what to do with it. And like all of it evaporated except for like a little tiny bit of pee. And I'm like, that's disgusting. And like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
That's pretty great.
it's like awful.
How much do you charge for it?
I think it's like $10.
$10.
Yeah, you
That's
get a
a
vial
fucking
like filled with that shit. I'd be squirting
How-
all over the damn place.
Wait, how big is the bottle?
It's like a little vial. I thought I had one laying around.
Oh,
but,
I
like,
thought you were sending out handles.
I probably could, honestly.
At least you gotta fill up a hip flask for some.
Like when I do it, I'm like, and I got this huge fucking thing under me, just like trying to catch it all. It's
Like a
just
bedpan?
like
Can you show me the contraption?
it's like a fucking Pyrex, like a big fucking Pyrex, and I just like hover over it like a monkey.
Is it like I feel like it's like a bunt cake pan, so it would catch it into a hole, and then that's hooked up to a funnel.
It's crazy.
No, all right.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. So have you ever gotten a report of somebody drinking it?
Nobody really like talks about it.
Yeah, I think
But
if
like
I would
some people
bought
buy it with my panties, and that makes sense because they probably just pour it on my panties that
And
are
smell
already
it.
like got my shit all
And
over.
just give it a
you know
whip.
what
I feel like a lot of it. We did a story years ago. Some guy was trying to sell something. It was pussy juice, and the idea was you dab a little. It was like what was it? It was called like Vaggie or something. It was some dumb company that only existed for like a month. And you're supposed to drop some of it on your wrist so you could just smell pussy all day. And the slug line was "smell me and come."
Wow.
That's pretty fucking awesome. If I could figure out how to like bottle up my actual like cum, that
Yeah.
would be gold.
Well, that you could use as lube. That makes sense.
That makes sense. But I feel like it would just dry up anyway. Like cum isn't
Yeah.
gonna stay like
Yeah, it's true.
cum for a while.
Basically, what we're learning is that men are terrible idiots with their money. So go to Kickstarter and support Snakedick, Legend of the Manaconda.
Oh, it's so good.
You know, pussy does drive a man to do some stupid shit.
Oh yeah,
The things guys do for vagina.
I've taken a
Really?
Greyhound bus for pussy. Come on.
Have you?
Yeah. I used to do it all the time.
Come on, dude. I got
It
girls.
wasn't even that great.
I'm a fucking scumbag. I always told the girls, "No, I'm not coming to visit you," and they would take Greyhounds to come see me. Like I had a girl from Cleveland take a Greyhound and be on a bus for 8 hours to come visit me.
Just to
once.
give you a blowjob?
Well, she hung out, and I really didn't like her, and then I felt bad, and I let her blow me a few times, and then I sent her on her way.
What a fucking gentleman. He allows her to blow him. This is so sweet.
Well,
Wait, Chris, where do you live?
I live in Michigan. Like, I grew up in a
So not
shitty-
nicer than Cleveland.
No, well, not really.
But just like that's a hard thing to say.
But no,
8 hours to go to somewhere worse than Cleveland.
no, but hear me out. Where I grew up is a shitty little town called Carlton, Michigan. It's a very small rural area, fields and farms and shit. You always had to drive far to go anywhere, to the grocery store. There wasn't a fucking McDonald's. You had to go to the fucking big city of Monroe, Michigan, up the way a little bit to go get McDonald's. But she had came up, and then we went to a concert, and she stayed at my house for the weekend, and it wasn't like I wasn't attracted to her, but her pictures were very misleading. Girls are very good at fucking angles.
Oh, we got that shit. We're like
Even-
out the womb with that.
Even way back in the day of like the early internet, like still dial up and meeting chicks and talking to them on ICQ. They were fucking good at angles then, and they're still good.
I feel like some dudes do it too. They throw in the wife beater, but then they take the picture with their hands all the way out so their traps look like mustard. I'm like, you're fat, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. Stop lying to these girls.
Oh my god. Guys don't know how to angle. I get dick pics with like crazy. Like it's like they tried, but it still sucks. Like I'm not really sure what you're doing or what you were
First
going
of all, if
for.
you're not squeezing the base as you're fluffing up for a dick pic, I don't know what you're doing. Like,
They're
girls
doing
are
it
showing,
wrong.
Like, what? Who's sending this awful? Even Brett Favre couldn't do it. That guy was on TV for a living.
I told
Put your meaty football hand next to your cock. Of course, it's gonna look small.
I told Creep to fucking, when she got unsolicited dick pics to post them on Twitter. But then she's like, well, I got one that was really big and it's almost scary. And she sent it to me. I'm like, yeah, you can't put that on Twitter and make fun of that. That's just fucking ginormous.
It's crazy. Like some are big. I don't like big dicks. That's scary as fuck. Like any big
How
dicks that
big?
want to
See, here's the thing.
fucking
Girls are like, I don't like a big dick, like 8 inches.
what? That's
yeah, what's a
huge.
big dick?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I feel like girls are like, I don't really like a big dick, just like 7.5.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
hate
no,
a big dick. I
it's
hate
huge.
a big dick.
Wait.
No.
What's big?
Yeah,
Big is
exactly.
like okay, well like I don't know.
It's big
Relative to the, I'm using the same microphone as you, so relative to the microphone.
Oh my god.
That's a
way
huge
smaller than
fucking
that.
dick, bro.
So like to
That's
the
a fucking
mute
Blue
button.
Yeti.
To the mute button's like good. That's good for me.
Late?
Like
Wow, that's a little.
Creep's like 3
Are you
inches.
in
maybe
China?
to the volume. Wait, hang on. Maybe to the I don't know. Like I mean, I got a big kitty, but I got a little kitty. You know what I'm saying? Like
She said what she's saying is she's
I
got a
know
meaty
that, like,
vagina,
it's
but it's
tiny as
not
fuck.
deep. You'll bottom out if you're 3 inches.
You like a chode. That's what you're saying. You like a good chode, a nice
oh
tunic.
yeah.
That's your thing.
A chode.
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck. Most guys I've dated have had small dicks.
Why you gotta throw them out there like that, though?
I said
No, it's
most,
good that
so they
you're,
don't
it's
know
good
who
that
I'm
you're
talking
doing
about.
outreach
You know
for
what
the
I mean?
Asian community. You know, I really
My
appreciate.
current's got a massive dick. That thing's terrifying. But most are tiny. Like, let's be real.
How does it go from tiny to terrifying?
Yeah,
There's got to be a
exactly.
mid-ground somewhere.
No, not in my
There's
life.
got to be
dude.
like,
I'm
like
telling
a just
you.
right.
I feel like most must be all right. I mean,
Yeah, they're decent. I'm not gonna
Decent.
complain about a dick, really.
all right.
Except
Yeah.
this one time.
Except this
Well,
one
let's
time.
hear it.
I swear to God. So like,
Was it a
Oh my
micro
God.
penis?
huh?
Was it a micro penis where only the head popped up?
For real. Like you have like you're not even playing. Like bad. Like bad. And then so fine I just blew him forever. We finally have sex, right? I'm like,
Forever?
oh, this is gonna be great. No. He put it in. I'm like, what? Like, I don't have a loosey goosey. Like, it ain't even like that. And
But
he
wait,
puts
if
it
you
in, and I'm
blew
like,
him-
this is awkward as fuck. I'm like, are you good? He's like, I already came. I'm like, okay, we're done here. Like,
So
all
wait,
right.
he came when he put it in you?
Yeah, but like, I couldn't even feel it in me.
Huh.
It was so small.
Poor fella.
I mean, that's at least a funny story. At least
Yeah.
you get that.
It was horrible. We like broke into a pool room. It was
And-
supposed to be exciting and fun. It
And
wasn't.
went swimming or shot billiards?
No, like a swimming pool and
Oh,
like an
okay.
apartment complex.
Oh, all right.
I would have
Sucked.
probably had more fun shooting billiards than swimming in
Same.
the pool with over chlorinated water.
Do y'all have any terrible vagina experiences?
Yeah,
I mean, usually just smelly.
pretty
Really?
much.
What do you mean
Yeah, like-
usually? Like,
No, that's like the bad experience. But
okay.
like, you know,
I mean,
somebody
mo-
could just be having a bad day on that. It's not like you can't,
No,
you
yeah,
can't
that's
judge
true.
it.
I mean, realistically, there's no such thing as an ugly vagina unless it's a blue waffle.
Oh my God, that shit makes me want to throw up.
I thought you could handle the blue waffle.
I can't handle the blue waffle.
I
There
showed
is
you.
nothing
I
about the
showed
blue
you
waffle
one
I can
guy,
handle.
one jar, and you were fucking laughing at it.
Huh?
I said I showed you one guy, one jar, and you were laughing at it.
Yeah, that's fine for me, but the blue waffle
that's
does
hysterical.
things to me nothing else can do.
I think
The
maybe
one,
it's
the one guy, one jar. I showed that to so many people, and their reactions cracked me up so much. But then after like the 6th or 7th time I watched it, I realized that the guy had scar tissue next to his asshole.
For
But that-
real?
First rodeo, he was into breaking jars in his
Dude,
ass.
I
That
think
was
that's
not an
just-
accident.
He wasn't even faced. He was just like, let me pick it out. Like, it's no biggie. Like,
Yeah,
This is my thing.
that's definitely happened to him before because it broke and it almost seemed like he got off. It's like boom. He's like, ugh. I mean, I know it would hurt and it would elicit some sort of reaction, but his
Yeah,
seemed
yeah.
more
A shriek.
pleasurable. Yeah, a shriek.
a shriek.
And then just the amount of blood that just comes pouring out of his asshole is just
Oh my God,
it's just
I
the
can't.
worst.
It's so good though.
I can't. I mean, if people want to put things in their butt, that's all fine. That's on them. But I mean, I think at some point, if that was my thing, I don't know if I'd want a glass jar. Anything that would break would be terrifying to me.
Oh God.
How about you,
I'm-
BK? If you're gonna stick anything up your ass, would it be glass?
No, I mean, you know those thick glass dildos. I feel like that might be smooth enough to not really cause a lot of damage.
You don't think that would break?
Nah, I don't think so.
But I
I
mean,
feel
what
like
if
I've
it's
seen them in
They're pretty
assholes
sturdy.
before. Yeah,
They're pretty sturdy, I'm telling you.
yeah, but
it's like
how-
that old school Pyrex. You know what I mean?
That is true.
That 80s crack Pyrex. You know?
Speaking of Pyrex, my big dish one cracked.
Really?
Yeah, the real big
Seven.
one, like the the fucking 13 by whatever.
Is it new? Like this is a complete aside from all the nasty shit we were just talking about. but
Yeah, I
was
figured we
reading
maybe-
about
I
the
figured I'd be
brand
wholesome a
Pyrex
little
was
bit.
bought by a cheap Chinese company, and now it will just explode. It's not high quality anymore.
That's
I've seen
sad.
YouTube videos of them fucking exploding, and
Yeah.
my fucking pizza stone broke last year in the oven.
What? Like,
Yeah,
how
that
did
should
you
not
had
happen.
one job? Like, what effect?
Fucking split right in half, cooking up a calzone, all freshly made, homemade dough and everything, and it fucking just cracked right in the middle.
That's got to be one of the worst cleanups ever, too, right? Because it's
No.
just cheese and dough hardened. Because you don't even realize it breaks till the timer goes off, right?
Yeah,
It's not like you heard it break.
no, I didn't hear it break at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
that's
just went
so
and looked, and you were like,
disappointing.
"Oh, I'm having." You're probably smoking weed. Wait,
I was so.
you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be some good ass calzone action."
Here's the
And then-
best part. Well, not really the best part, but my wife was on vacation with her family in Florida, and I was fucking so into making pizzas and calzones and shit because that pizza stone was dope, and I got a really good fucking recipe for dough, and I was getting good at it too, and I haven't made it since because that stone broke. But when you're, like you said, you're smoking a little bit of weed. I'm at home by myself. I can put as much sausage and bacon in there as I want. I don't got to watch my sodium intake. My wife's not home to make sure I'm okay. And then it breaks, falls all into the bottom of the oven. That sucked.
That's mad funny, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, and then I ordered
That
wings.
does suck. I would cry.
And then the only pizzeria open was Papa John's.
Oh, fuck.
No, there's this. I don't want to give them a plug because they fucked me over and lied to me and told me I call to order onion rings, and then I get there and they give me fucking French fries. But they have good calzones, so I ordered one of theirs. But fuck them and not having onion rings. I love a good onion ring. So BK Chris is also a pickle champion.
I am the pickle champion of New York City.
I love pickles. Explain this to me.
So we have Pickle Fest here in New York City, and I entered it. And according to Eater Magazine, Food and Wine Magazine, I was voted the best homemade pickle in New York City. It was I make pastrami from scratch, and I modified the brine for pickles, so it tasted like you got the flavors. It's with a crunchy pickle, but you got the flavors of like a pastrami sandwich. Like there was like smoke in it.
What if I'm gonna stop on my way back up home and get some of that shit. Can I do that? Is that a thing? Is this real? Is it really a pickle? I need it. Now you're laughing. I'm leaving.
I
Bye.
don't sell it. I just won the contest. The whole thing is I'm just generating buzz for Snakedick, Legend of the Manaconda, available now for pre-order on Kickstarter.
Oh, you're lying. I got really excited.
No, I really did win.
No, he is the
There's
pickle
pictures.
champ. That is for real.
There's pictures of me on stage with a giant pickle. Chris can show them to you.
I can.
I'm so confused right now.
No, yeah.
My
look-
life is a lie.
What's
No.
a lie? No, BK's for real.
Yeah.
Champion.
Why can't I have a fucking pickle?
Because I'm not a factory. I
Yeah.
just made some pickles and won a contest. A brinery,
Fine.
whatever you would call it. You're a brinery. You sell your human brine to people on the internet.
That is true.
Fuck. Done.
Done.
No, there's like that awkward silence.
Yeah. Way to go. I have all these cool sounds on my soundboard, but I don't even feel like fucking playing them.
Well, no, what do you got? I want to hear the drops.
Oh, I got a lot of drops. I mean, what do you want to hear?
Just play me a couple drops. I want to see what you're working with.
All right.
We just have like. What was
You
that?
gotta do the dick one.
Show me the
All right, that's pretty good.
Oh, boy, I got a whole bunch.
You gotta do the dick one.
Which one?
I broke a dick one time.
Oh, yeah.
I broke a guy's dick once.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we have this one.
fucking disgusting.
We have, I got a whole bunch.
Everybody be cool. This isn't a school shooting. It's something far more fantastic.
So fucked. I broke a guy's dick once. That's my favorite thing anybody's ever said.
Just feel that America's the best country and all the other countries aren't as good. That used to be called patriotism.
And this is my favorite drop, but I haven't used it yet.
Shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and start her head.
Is that from Way of the Gun?
I don't know. It's from my old show.
Oh, I think it's from Way of the Gun. I think it's from the first scene of Way of the Gun.
I know it's
Shitty.
fucking,
Go watch it.
what's his name? I think that's Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah, that's definitely Way of the Gun then.
Yeah.
If that's
Phillippe?
Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah, that's Ryan
That's
Phillippe.
really how you say it? Like you're not fucking up?
Or
Is it Felipe?
Phillippe or Felipe, whatever the fuck name is.
Okay.
Too white to call him Felipe.
Yes, he's very white. Is he Hispanic?
He was in Cruel Intentions. Is he Hispanic?
I don't know. I mean,
If his name is Felipe, he must be, right?
Oh, I love that movie.
You do?
Way of the Gun?
No, Cruel Intentions. I forgot about that
Oh, yeah, it's a
movie.
good movie.
I don't
Was that the
think
brother?
Yeah, he's the brother.
Oh
He
yeah,
can put
he's
it wherever
too
he
late.
wants.
You can't call him Felipe.
Yeah.
You're not lying though.
Creep loves Ryan Felipe, apparently.
Apparently, I didn't know I did, but apparently I do. Yes. I'm a fake fan again. Story of my life.
See, I have other drops from my old show that were very offensive that are still on my soundboard, and it's like I'd really like to play them, but I mean, we're kind of a different vibe, but I mean, we're kind of crossing the high society radio spectrum. So I mean, you guys are very offensive sometimes. No. I mean, I don't think so. I laugh at your guys' stuff.
He's dead.
BK.
Hey, lost you guys for a second there. Sorry about that.
I was saying, I don't know how much you heard. I was saying that I have a lot of drops that were kind of offensive from my old show, and Double Penetration Podcast is not as
alt-righty?
Not really alt-righty, but we're more middle of the road. So I know some of my old drops would probably not fly on this show.
Now I just want to hear one. Just play me the most offensive one now.
Oh, okay. Now that is from an actual Disney cartoon, folks.
Is that dancing on the Fuhrer's head?
Yeah, that is the Fuhrer's face or whatever it is.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good Disney Donald Duck cartoon. It's back in the day when, you could do those types of things.
Yeah. Back in the day when everything was a propaganda film.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Instead of just every news article.
Or fake news, as some would say. I don't know.
Everybody's too fucking offended now, though. Everybody can suck my dick. I fucking hate everybody.
Wow.
Well, see, now that you're getting intersectional and you're trans now, you can't really offend anyone,
I didn't know you were trans.
What? I can't hear anybody.
Well, go ahead, BK.
No, I was just saying, if you're getting your dick sucked, that means you're a trans woman. You can't offend anybody, right? You got to speak truth to power out there.
I was going to say, I didn't know Creep was trans. That's all new to me.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. She calls it squirt, but it's cum.
Wow. But I feel like I've seen her pussy. I have her premium
Manaconda.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
That is a fact. I have seen it, so. But some of these trans
Snakedick
girls
is really the story of my life.
Wow.
Oh, how pissed would people be if you just sent them a bucket of jizz instead of squirt?
Oh my god!
Open
Sometimes
it up.
I wonder how pissed they would be if I sent my dirty panties, but it had my
Shit on
boots
it?
coming too.
Some of them might be into that.
I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know.
bet
I
some
have
people
seen a
would pay
pair of
extra.
panties once that had a little poop stain.
Did you really?
I really did.
Did the guy give you a good review on your Etsy store or wherever the fuck you're selling this?
Creepqueen.com.
He wanted it. He didn't give a fuck, so it was cool.
So you said, hey, I the panties that I made for you, well, I kind of made number 2 a little bit. Or or do guys want panties that you've worn throughout your day? Say you wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock when you wake up and you take care of all your errands, and by 5 in the morning when you decide to go to bed, you package that one up in a manila envelope and sent that on its way.
Yeah, if they want it like that, I do it.
Wow,
Whatever you want, I do it for you.
it's incredible. Again, men are bad with money.
Yo,
I'm
I
paying
get
for
it.
someone else's poop.
I get it. It's kind of it's nothing like this. Never mind. But
Well, you
I
can't
love a
leave me hanging.
guy's stank. I love it. So I get it.
Yeah, but not stank asshole.
Yeah,
I'm sweat.
I like that. I don't give a fuck. Some good stanky armpits. I'm about that. Or
Oh.
some smelly ass taint. Swamp ass taint.
Oh,
we are
so when you
good on
say
that
you're
shit.
an old school ass eater, you really are an old school dirty ass eater.
I'm totally about it.
Man, that's crazy.
I don't know why I was born with a vagina because I'm
Listen, I like
I'm
everything to
definitely
be
into
fresh.
this nasty shit.
I'm not into I like to be clean before making love. I don't like being dirty. I don't like my lady being dirty either. Hit the shower, babe. That's what I tell her. True story.
I don't know. I like a good
Would
stink.
you crack her with a towel too? Get in there, champ.
Sometimes we shower together, and I let her piss on me, but that's between us.
Oh my god, I love that too.
Piss, the smell, or on you?
Oh, not the smell. That's one stink I can't get down with.
Yeah,
but I
sometimes
don't
when
care
it's
if you pee on me
buttery,
in the shower.
yeah.
We're cool. I gotta like somebody. It can't just be anybody's stink
Does
or
the
piss
shower have
all
to
over
be
me.
on?
I
Yeah.
haven't really thought about it.
If I'm getting pissed on, I prefer it to be on.
Well, yeah, obviously. I think if you're getting pissed on, you prefer to be on. But I think if you're doing the pissing, you want the shower off so you can see where the piss is landing. You want to see the damage you're doing.
Except first morning pee.
Nah, first
that's-
morning.
Nobody has
brutal.
a good first morning pee.
Oh,
Especially after
I definitely don't. I drink too much.
I used to drink, man.
Fuck, I'm getting so off, and I really have to pee.
You got to pee?
I've been like dancing
Right
for
now?
a minute. Right now.
All right, go pee.
Y'all have fun.
Word.
All right. Oh,
Man.
so are we answering viewer questions? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
you know,
doing?
We got a couple old school emails that we can read and just kind of
Okay.
get your opinion on them. And I know
Okay.
that Creep might be a little upset that I'm reading this one without her, but you know, whatever. She had to piss, so it's her fucking fault.
Skip it. Go to a different one that she won't be as upset about.
All right, let's see. That was a good one too, so I got to remember where that's at. All right, let's see. So this person wrote a while ago, and what happened was it was getting towards the end of the show because we like going an hour, and we kind of rapid fire things. And this one kind of backfired, and it's this person wrote in and asked how to gain self-confidence. Now my response was cocaine and drugs, but Creep didn't like that. So to that person, how would you gain self-confidence as far as, you know, maybe meeting a gal or you know, finding somebody new to have sex with?
I mean, all right. So I used to be pretty fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, just do bicep curls, like arms or titties for men.
Right.
And I bet if Creep was here, she would agree with me. Like that is just, and like, here's the thing is like, if you've got decent arms, it doesn't matter about anything else because you know how when you get drunk, a girl could be a fucking 2, but as long as she's got her tits hanging out and they're nice tits, you're into it. Arms or titties for men. Pick up a fucking dumbbell and do some curls. That's how you get your confidence up. Because you know what? Some drunk girl is just going to touch your arm randomly the same way you would like to touch a titty.
And here's Creep. Hey, Creep, do you like guys with big biceps?
I don't like muscles.
At all?
I hate muscles.
What about when you're drunk?
I hate it. I hate it. I still hate it. I'm
I
very
just like out
passionate
of
about
shape,
that.
small dicked man.
Average dick's fine.
Average dick's fine. But what's average? Every girl has a different
is
average.
Like a 5-incher. That's pretty average.
I want a mediocre,
I don't want a thumbtack,
unathletic
but, like,
dicking.
I like average men. Gets my shit going, man.
Except your current man's buff and has a huge dick, apparently.
Seriously, he's like muffly and got this big donkey like dick.
Is he cut or uncut? I'm asking for a friend.
Like his dick?
Yeah. Dick.
Oh, cut.
Okay, good.
I've only seen one uncut dick in my life, and it was really awkward.
Yeah?
Like, I thought we were friends, and I went and I met him in the Applebee's
And
parking
then I
lot.
found out he was Puerto Rican.
He was. It was really weird.
Was it Lewis?
But I met him in this fucking Applebee's parking lot, and I like got in his car. I thought we were gonna do something, and he just whips out his dick, and I'm like, first of all, I don't even know what the fuck that
He was going
is.
to do something too.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What do you
nah.
mean you thought you were going to do something like go hang out and play putt-putt?
I don't know.
Or,
I
like,
was very
get
naive.
blown
Okay,
in
I'm
the
still very. I've gotten myself into some situations. All right, like.
But I don't understand. You said you felt like you were going to go do something like sexually or like, you know,
no,
for
like
fun.
I thought we were gonna like hang out, like
Oh.
go to the zoo. I don't fucking know.
You wanted to
Go to the zoo.
I don't fucking know. I wasn't trying to fucking suck his monkey. Wow. And all of a sudden, there's a dick I ain't never seen before. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to do with that. I mean, I was young.
Pull back the skin first.
I get it now. I didn't get it then. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you good, bro? Like, what? I don't know.
Well, the reason why we asked is Chris was asking if we were going to, you know, read some questions from our listeners. And the one question was how to gain self-confidence. And if you remember, we rapid fire that one and I said cocaine and drugs or some shit. And Chris suggested to do bicep lifts to get big arms.
No.
I think most women like that.
Okay,
I'll tell you this.
I'll
Here's a
agree
good
with that.
story. I was
Most
saying-
women, yes.
Yeah. I was fat, right? And there was a girl I was really into, and she went to study abroad. And I decided I was going to get in shape by the time she came back because she didn't want to bang me anymore after she left because I had gotten fat before she left.
Aww.
So I got in shape. We were banging within, a week of her getting back. And she grabbed my arms and was like, where did this come from? And now that was like the biggest boost of confidence I've ever had in my entire life. So that is
Really?
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's the
That's
girl
awesome.
I wanted, and then I had it superficially, and that's the best time.
See, I think that's fucked up.
Well,
But I mean, if it gave you what you needed, then that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why
But
it's
I
fucked
like
up.
fat guys.
Did you say you date
Alright,
fat guys?
Is that rude? I shouldn't say fat guy, but
We should get Chris Stanley on this show next, then.
Oh, I'd love to talk to Stanley. I would just ask him old Ron and Fez questions because I would just really fucking.
Oh, he'd love that. That's his favorite thing.
Really or no?
No. Who wants to talk about their job?
I mean, you could ask me about my job. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but it's not your favorite thing to talk. You don't want people to be like, hey, remember that one time at work 12 years ago?
Yeah. Where you had a tape ball and you were playing catch with it and almost knocked out some lights. Good time, bro.
But you called him Black Girl, but was he really black? It's the radio, so I'm not sure.
Black girl. You know, he blocked me on Twitter.
Because you're alt-right podcast?
No.
I'm joking. Why did he block you?
I was telling him to go on Eastside Dave's show because Dave asked people to bother Black Girl. So,
I don't know. He blocked me for this stupid reason. But...
yeah, he just blocks me. You know. So I'm trying to find that other one that I wanted to read.
Oh, okay.
But maybe Creep has one ready to go.
So where did these questions come from? These are just like random listeners that you've acquired over the last... You guys have been doing this show, I guess, just only a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
But see, Creeps, what happened was I was doing a show called Keep It Raw. It was kind of similar to High Society, just three friends bullshitting. And then that show ended, and then I did a really shitty solo podcast called The Chris Steele Program. And that kind of just turned into some stupid little web videos I do from time to time. And
Well, don't knock yourself on that, because doing a podcast by yourself, cutting those intros that I used to do for my interview show, I would take like 5 to 10 takes to get it down. Like doing radio alone is difficult.
dude, I did an hour show for like 18 episodes. And after,
yeah, by the end of Bill Burr's show, he sounds like he's droning on, and that's Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Like,
but no, it was really awful. But I talked to a couple of YouTubers, so it was kind of cool. But I mean, realistically, the show sucked. Nobody listened to it. But Creep and I said, you know, because I met her through the old show, and I was like, hey, you want to do a podcast? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. Let's do a sex advice show. And it just kind of evolved into whatever.
Now, did you start getting these questions, though, Creep? Like, your website must have some traffic on it, right? I imagine you have some sort of fan. So, like, did you get a lot of them from there? Like, has a lot of that moved over to the... I'm just kind of curious about the promotion of the podcast.
I used to get a lot of questions like this. Like, a lot.
And now you're like, I'm going to share this with some dudes and everyone on the internet. Isn't that great?
I share everything else. Why the fuck not? Let's see. Okay. I have one. My husband wants to spice things up in our lovemaking, so we made the suggestion we go to the strip club and bring home a girl. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, but do I tell him or just go with the flow?
It's going to cost a lot to bring home a girl from the strip club.
That's exactly what Chris said.
That's exactly what I said.
How about you find a friend? You know, somebody you're maybe comfortable with. And also, isn't the general rule is the girl has to pick the other girl?
I don't know.
Like, you can't be like picking them out with the dude. The girl has to pick the girls.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so. To a short. Yeah, but you like
again. She's an anomaly.
Yeah. Okay.
You kind of would like if you were with your dude and he was just like, I'm into this chick, and you were like, I'm not into her. He's like, tough. We're having a threesome with her. You'd be pretty upset.
All right, but if her pussy smells, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Is that fucked up?
She better have a Brazilian.
I'm not a bush kind of guy. I don't care for a bush.
I try to
go either way.
I'm trying.
You trying to grow a bush?
Kind of.
How do you try?
Are you going to sell that too?
Maybe. Because like razor burn so bad, so I was like, all right, I'm just not going to shave this bitch and work it out. But now I kind of like it a little bit. It's not bushy, but like it's there. And somebody on my fucking Snapchat the other day called it the Bob Ross look. That shit fucking killed me.
The Bob Ross look.
No, I was dead as fuck.
You millennials.
Woo.
So this really isn't a question. This is more of a story. We did a segment about sex horror stories, and this person wrote in and said, butt plug stuck in my butt with mistress holding the condom on with it with dear life, so I wouldn't have to go to the ER. I have a hungry asshole. I guess it didn't have a big enough cap at the end. I was finally able to force it out. It got a little messy, though. An hour after, and the mistress gave me an enema, so you think yourself would be flushed out. For the first time ever. We thought we were empty, but nope. I thank God I'm not into scat play.
Oh. No, I would think you would want to be in a scat play because at least that would be a good story. Yeah. Now it's just the worst story ever.
See, the line that I thought was very clever or funny was him saying he has a hungry asshole.
I mean, clearly, if the cap wasn't big enough, what the fuck were you doing, dude?
It's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal.
I've gotten shit lost in my vagina before. I get it.
Yeah, but it's like actually you could die losing something in your asshole.
Really?
I guess you can get toxic shock from losing something in your vagina, right? Like that happens with condoms.
What happens with tampons?
Or ping pong balls.
Yo, that was terrifying. Okay. How
You
about
lost a ping pong ball in your vagina?
Yeah.
Were you playing beer pong with somebody and that's how it happened?
We were trying to do I was having this girl event. And I'm just awkward, so I can only do awkward things. And we were like, okay, let's see who can shoot a ping pong out of our vagina the farthest. It's gonna be a fun fucking game. Yeah, and it got lost and it was terrifying. And
so now when she first told me this story, I imagined that she had cups set up kind of like the old Bozo show.
We did. I'll post it on Twitter again when we get done.
You have a video that you'll post on Twitter of this?
I mean, I'll post a short. I sell the whole video now because
is that a hot seller?
Huh?
Is that a hot seller for you?
Actually, yeah, because but I was posting of course I'm having a traumatic experience and they're like, oh, we're gonna record it. It was fucked up. All right. Here's a question. What are the signs of chlamydia?
Beats the shit out of me.
I believe it's like a throbbing pain in the testicles and vas deferens, correct?
Well, what's Vans deferens? That's a huge word.
That's the tube connecting your nuts to your dick.
Ah.
Is that really?
Yeah, vas deferens.
Man.
On the bottom?
Yeah, obviously the cum's got to get in the dick hole somehow. Takes the old vas deferens highway, you know what I'm saying?
So if
it's like a monorail, really.
Say it again, vas deferens.
Vas deferens.
Vas deferens.
Is that for real? You fucking with me?
I swear to God, that's the name of it. Vas deferens.
Creep didn't believe me about the platypus a couple weeks ago, so.
The what?
The animal?
Yeah. Because we interviewed a furry, and
okay.
I
have that on my phone. I haven't had a chance to listen to it.
It is.
Interesting.
You know what? It's a fucking. This dude Foxler, he's a furry. He's fucking hilarious. Some of the shit that he said off mic was fucking funny, and it's goes back to you saying you should just record everything. But I mean, some of the shit that he said I probably wouldn't have put in there just because I don't want to give him any more grief than he's already gathered. But yeah, man, fucking. I don't know what I was thinking.
Furry's a rough one. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something you can't even really tell your friends. That's worse. I would rather be gay than a furry. You know what I mean? It's just you'd be like, hey, I'm gay, guys. And they'd be like, all right, dude, we're progressive. This is New York, motherfucker.
We're progressive.
Whereas hey, I'm a furry. They'd be like, ew, what a fucking... I would get called a faggot more if I came out as a furry than a gay man. By my friends.
By my friends. I think a furry's kind of cool when you think about it because you can dress up in dope costumes.
I think it's hysterical. I think it's great. I like the entire thing about it. I think it's funny. But I'm not into it. But see, as far as you saying you wish you were a furry, anything is okay if it's a chick.
Yeah. But no, what
you don't know if somebody's a chick or not if they're in costume.
But my original point, now that I remember, is I said that I would be a platypus if I was a furry, and I said the reason why is because platypuses are the only mammal to lay an egg, and the male has a poisonous barb on his elbow, and Creep didn't believe me.
I don't believe anything. I've been so naive in my life, I don't believe shit.
But platypuses, do they also nurse their young?
I don't know. I think
they must, right? They got to have mammary glands to be a mammal.
Are they a mammal?
Yeah,
I believe they
are.
Is
that why they're called mammals?
They're the only mammal to lay an egg.
Yeah.
What about penguins?
Penguins are fucking birds.
Oh, you're right.
It's a foul, right?
Okay. I can't have sex with my wife. What is considered cheating?
I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
His wife is the only one that can answer that question. Everybody's got a different definition. I know somebody whose wife thinks that watching porn is cheating.
Yo, we were talking about that the other day.
That's totally not cheating.
I think just some women are prudes and just don't like the fact that their guy can nut to something other than them.
I think they're just really insecure.
I can nut. Yeah, but like you can be with your chick and nut to somebody other than them. You still have a brain.
Girls
you can literally
like
be with your
that,
chick and be
though.
and nut and like think about the girl who made you wonton soup. Like, oh man, she just got to this country. She probably really needs some dick.
I always hope that's what my guys are thinking about when they fuck me.
Really?
The lady at the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, like anybody other than me.
The lady at the Thai place I frequent, she's pretty attractive.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she short?
You know what? For an Asian lady, she's rather tall.
Interesting.
Oh, so like 5'3".
No, she's at least 5'7", dude. For real.
Yeah. Oh, that's just pretty tall.
She makes some fucking killer Bangkok chicken.
All right.
It's fucking
Maybe she wants
delicious.
to Bangkok your chicken.
Maybe. It's delicious and spicy.
Does she have boobs? I've never
No.
met an Asian with real live big boobies.
When I was 19,
Never?
I did. Huh?
Not one time in my whole life.
Wow. I went to an engineering high school. There was a lot of Asian girls. At least 4 of them had big tits.
What is this sorcery? This is crazy. They were real?
Yeah, we were in high school.
That really doesn't
That's
mean
how I
shit,
know they
though,
were
okay?
real. No, but that, I mean, we were in high school. It was also 10 years ago. Or more than that, 15 years ago. I'm old.
Oh, you fuck.
Aye, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
About 2 years ago, I replied to someone on FetLife who posted a random... Fuck me, I still cannot read. About 2 years ago, I replied to someone on FetLife who posted a let's meet up and fuck ad. Her pics online weren't very telling of her looks, as they were just random shots of body parts. She was gross. I like tattoos, but not so much face tattoos, and her stretched earlobes. It was a hot as hell in her place, too. Her kids were asleep, I guess. Anyways, I wasn't really into her, but I tried. Granted, her telling me that her husband was white supremacist and in jail didn't help. After a few moments, I lost whatever I could muster up for a hard-on. She wanted me to stay and keep trying, but I left.
I would think that you would want to fuck the white supremacist wife because you're disgusted by the white supremacist and you want to, stick it to him, so to speak.
That's one of my favorite stories of last year.
Yeah, but I think her kids being asleep in the other room would probably kill it for me, too. I don't need to hear
Really?
some fucking stupid speak and spell saying a word.
I don't know. Like they might have like a teddy bear around, and I feel like that's better for a wipe up than just a sock or T-shirt.
It's like that old joke. How do you make a little
A
kid?
plush platypus, perhaps.
Oh. We do have a couple of listeners in Australia, and I think platypuses are native to Australia, maybe New Zealand or Tasmania. I don't know. Send me a fucking plushie.
Somewhere.
One of those backwards ass countries.
It's fucking summer there now, and I got a couple of friends that live there that I met on Twitter, and they're posting pictures of having fun out by the lake and in the sunshine and green leaves. I'm like, motherfucker.
Hanging out with hobbits and
Fuck yeah.
Yo, I want to go
Dingoes.
to New Zealand. Dingoes.
The one girl that we're friends with online, Creep, I always bother her about a didgeridoo.
I saw that.
I love a good didgeridoo. When I was
Isn't
in my
that
band, we
Pokemon?
had a didgeridoo in our songs. Sweet. Good times.
There's that awkward silence again.
what happened here and there. I don't know how to follow up a didgeridoo story.
Hey, I'm just trying to make it into an hour, my friend. I'm hungry. I haven't ate all day.
What,
You
read
can have some
another-
of my fun dip if you'd like.
Fun dip.
That was the best surprise purchase to myself I ever got.
What'd you do? Just order on Amazon and forget?
Yeah, I order a lot of shit in my sleep sometimes. Like I do shit that I don't remember. So I bought a plane ticket once. That was like probably the most extreme thing I did in my sleep, purchase wise.
So now
I
when you say
drunkenly bought
sleep,
tickets to professional bull riding. I actually had a really good time though.
That's awesome. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good watch. I don't understand the point system or any. They rank the bulls and the riders.
I didn't.
I don't
know
know.
they
Some
ranked
girl in
the
a
bulls.
cowboy hat tried to explain it to me. I was not catching on.
I figured if they all stayed on for the full
yeah.
time, they got 20 points or however much you get for the full ride. I didn't know there was a point system with the bull.
There's just something about a bunch of people wearing cowboy hats in Madison Square Garden that I really enjoyed though. That was the best part.
I mean, being in New York, I guess not seeing that on a day-to-day basis.
That's
only
funny.
Mexican guys in Sunset Park. Those are the only people I ever see in a cowboy hat. Usually a white cowboy hat, matching white boots, and they're just at a taco truck. I'm like, you are dressed to the nines, dog. You need to go out.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh, here's one more.
All right.
Did I try to sleep with my coworker's mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
That right?
Wait, is it a dude and your coworker is also a dude?
I would think
Like
that
if your coworker's a chick, that might get awkward. But if it's a dude, like you got it.
especially if
Not a
it's a
bang.
coworker that you're not very fond of.
I got a funny story. My buddy, he went out. It was all right. So our mutual friend's girlfriend's birthday, and they went out, and he ended up just making out with her mom at the bar for like 45 minutes. And now like they don't talk anymore. But I'm just like, look, you had to do that. That's hysterical. And then he showed me the mom's Instagram, and I'm like, yo, she's hotter than the daughter. She clearly married for money. Like,
Money.
Did you ask him about the fart?
Oh, yeah. So we got an email a while ago about a guy, I'm assuming he's a younger kid, and he was eating out his girlfriend's pussy and she farted, and he didn't know if he should break up with her.
What? No, that's a perfectly normal human function. You're supposed to fart sometimes. That just meant you were doing a good job, and she was relaxed, dude.
Right. Thank you.
Fucking pat yourself on the back. If you can play with a clit and make an ass clap, that's what's up.
Fuck. Woo.
See, that's 4 people that agree he was doing the right thing. Just take
I
it.
wonder whatever happened to him.
I don't know. I should email him.
He broke up with his girlfriend, and now no other chicks will fuck him because he breaks up with girls who fart. He
He's
lives in
probably
a town with
bragging.
only 50 chicks, and they're all like, look, dude, I'm going to have to fart at some point. There's no future in this relationship.
What about when I got to do a poop?
Yeah.
What happens?
Oh.
Does it gross you out if your girl poops?
I mean, I would imagine they have to at some point.
Right.
I know, but does it gross you out?
We've all ended up with like a little chocolate-covered strawberry action at some point. It's going to happen. It's not my favorite thing. I'm not into it, but like, you know.
Oh, that's funny.
We have a fun little jingle segment on this show, Chris, and you're going to get to enjoy a cool text message from Creep. When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things. The struggle of my butt is real. It is so difficult to try to poop before I leave my house when I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes. When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things. High production.
I hate you.
Hey.
Seriously, it's difficult.
Look, you guys have been doing this bit for weeks. Why do you keep texting him these things? You know how it's going to end.
I never know like which one he's gonna pick, and I always talk about pooping. So like,
See, I realistically should just call the little bit when Creep texts Chris about pooping. Because I think that's all it all is. It's always about pooping or about her period.
I say other
or...
cool things, guys. I promise. Sometimes.
All right,
I don't
I'm
talk
just going to
about
scroll
pooping.
really fast through our fucking nice little text message thread and find something cool she says. I'd never go for it if I was... Wait. I suck at reading, folks. Fucking Carleton, Michigan education for you. I'd never go for it. If I was, I'd live unless it was over the phone. I don't know what we're talking about, but that doesn't sound very cool.
Oh my god, that doesn't sound cool at all, my friend.
I don't know. They have it. Wait, they don't have to be, do they? I'm going to do a poll. Visual or audio only.
That wasn't cool either.
Yeah.
Was that for this podcast? Is
It's
there a
for-
video version of this?
What?
No, I'm curious what the question was for.
Oh, it was about a matchmaking thing that we have coming up.
We're trying
what's
to
that?
find 2 listeners and match them
More
up
than.
and have them meet via video chat on our show for the first time.
And then they're gonna fuck.
One would hope.
Hopefully. Yo, if I could get
Double
some people
solo show?
laid,
Hey,
that would
maybe.
be dope.
Are you gonna try to pick 2 people that are kind of near each other so they could link up?
Yeah, well, no. It doesn't matter.
Well,
Love is love, bro.
we have high hopes for this, and if this bit doesn't
I
work,
do,
then
yes.
you know
Not if it's Chris, because he ain't getting on a Greyhound bus. We learned that earlier in the show.
I will not get on a Greyhound.
Not
bus.
even for a blowy. But
No.
there's a whole thing on our website.
DoublePenetrationPodcast.com.
Yep.
Oh no, that's not it. DoublePPodcast.com.
Yep. Clearly, I'm not paying attention.
No, I'm paying attention. I just should know our fucking stupid plugs.
Oh, I have one more question.
Okay.
So I want to get a blowjob real bad. How would I approach a woman to ask for one?
Just say how much for a half and half, miss.
Is that a thing?
No, that's that. Just call a prostitute. Really, like you're gonna just ask for a blowjob? Just call a hooker. Like,
I've never been with a
if
hooker.
you're with a girl that you already fuck, just be like, hey, you want to suck my dick, please? I'm fucking tired.
I'm
Just
fucking
worked all
tired.
fucking day. All right? I bought this fucking dinner. Just suck my fucking dick.
Amen.
You ever been with a prostitute, Chris?
Rub and tug, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never went full prostitute. I just did a rub and tug once. I didn't like it. I don't think I'm ever gonna do it again.
Why didn't you like it? Tell us about it.
I mean, it's a little awkward. You know,
Is
I liked the massage. And then, like, I don't know, they like smack your ass a little. I'm like, don't smack my ass during a massage. This is a medical procedure, right? I want it to be clinical. Put on a glove before you give me the hand job. I don't know where those hands have been. Like,
Probably the
I'm not
poorest sap
super
that
into
left earlier.
Oh,
also, I've always been afraid. Like, if I break the seal, if you really like break the seal on that, it's just a wrap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you could just like get like a super hot chick to come over for 2 hours, then leave, and then you're alone. Like, that's it. It's a wrap for me.
ideal. That's ideal.
Yeah, it is a wrap for me, and now I have yet another addiction, and I don't need another one.
Ain't that the
Oh
truth?
my god.
I kicked pills.
Huh?
I said I kicked pills. I got rid of that addiction.
So there you go. Now you can afford prostitutes. I mean, that pill addiction, that's a costly addiction. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so funny.
Especially when you have a friend working at the hospital stealing Percocets for you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that sounds cheaper then.
It was cheaper, but he still charged me.
Oh, that's fucked.
But, you know,
Party foul, bro.
young and dumb and full of cum. That's what they say.
Especially if you're on Percocet, because that shit is not coming out.
No, it's not. Fucking.
That's
Really?
I'll say that is the most. I think women can come easier on opiates, right?
beats the
It's like
fuck
more
out of me.
relaxing. I used to hook up with a chick and we would eat pills together, and it would take me forever, and she'd come like 9 times. But that is the best. That is the best cum. It's just like when it finally gets out of you, you're just like, oh, I am ready for bed. This is great. It takes an hour, but it's like, oh, there we go.
Yo, I would not be about that.
Unless you're in
Heavy
the car and you're
concentration.
disappointing
Fuck
a gal.
that.
Like I did.
Fuck that.
I was trying to get a blowjob in the car, and I had taken some Percocets and had a whole bunch of beers. Wasn't getting up. Couldn't get hard. It sucked. And
Really?
I really
Is that
wanted
like
the blowjob.
embarrassing though?
Yeah, it sucks. It's a definitely a dick punch to your ego.
Really?
The worst thing is when you get like a semi, and then you're so freaked out that you can't get all the way hard, and
So
then
you
your dick
don't.
just becomes this tiny little nub.
Dude, chicks
You're
do
so
not
embarrassed about the
fucking
rope
get it.
you were pushing, and then it's just this self-perpetuating thing. And like, I almost am just like, I feel like I'm just like, unless it's somebody I've already had sex with, I'm just like, all right, I'm just not even gonna try again. Like, even if it's like, no, it's okay. It's like, no, now I know you're in my fucking head. You know what I mean?
Chicks don't get it, dude. They do not understand sometimes the fucking mental game when it comes to having a hard on. Because number one, you don't want to come quick. You never want to come quick.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. As a dude, you want to fucking plow. You watch porn.
As a girl, like, let's go.
No. So if a dude's banging, but you just got mad at that dude earlier for blowing his load 2 seconds.
No, I couldn't feel his dick. That was the problem.
But if you felt his dick and he blew in 2 pumps, you'd be fine?
That's fine. I don't like long sex. Like, don't fuck me for more than like 10 minutes. Like, bitch got shit to do. I don't care how good the sex is either. Like,
again, an anomaly.
If it wasn't for the cock tease threesome thing, I think I'd have to leave my chick for you, creep. I think I would.
Told you, creep. By the end of the show, BK would fall in love.
Yeah. I like how he knows me so well. He's like, yeah, just say filthy shit. He's going to be so happy.
Yeah. I was like, listen, I know BK Chris, even though he doesn't know me. I feel like I've known him, listened to him for years. And he's going to fall in love with you. He's going to drive down from New York to wherever the fuck creep lives. And fucking put it to your butt good.
Yep. Your butt good.
Chris takes Greyhounds. I don't.
huh?
Chris,
No, I'd rent a car for that. You know what I mean? You gotta be real classy.
I
you know?
rent a car for that.
what kind of car would you rent? Like, would it be like a convertible, or would it be? Well,
It's winter, man. You go.
Like
I'm gonna go
minivan?
SUV. No, I'm going SUV because I'm gonna have to bring my stuff. I'm moving in.
I'm moving in.
I can do high society from your podcast setup. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, we got this. It's fine.
Look at that. We don't need matchmaking. We just fucking did it right here. Volume 13. It happened. BK Chris and the Creep Queen. Match made in heaven. I'm ending the show.
All right.
We've already went longer than an hour. And why did I choose the Beverly Hills Cop theme? I don't know. I just enjoy it.
Fucking awesome. I don't know why there's a rap song that doesn't use this.
Well, you can't make it better than this. All rap music would do is just ruin it with lyrics. True. And I'm going to ruin it with my plugs. DoublePPodcast.com, DoublePPodcast@gmail.com, and Double P Podcast on Instagram. Double P Show on Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKrisSteel. Creep, where can everybody find you?
Find me and I'm at SnakedickCreepQueen.com. Follow me on Twitter, CreepXQueen. Snapchat is the fucking same. And that's it.
BK Chris, where can everybody find you? And Snakedick.
High Society Radio, GasDigitalNetwork.com, wherever you get your podcast, at HS Radio Show on Twitter. I run that. Go to Kickstarter, look up Snakedick, one word, Legend of the Manaconda. $5, you get the print copy, I'll sign it for you.
Fuck yeah. A fucking signed copy of Snakedick from BK Chris. I know what I'm doing after the show. I'm going to fucking Kickstarter, putting maybe a $20 donation on there, BK Chris. How about that? I'm your
$20,
friend.
you get a limited edition art print. You get a digital bundle with 4 more stories. You get all sorts of shit.
Do I get a pickle? I'll do it for a pickle.
I told you, I'm getting on this Greyhound to come give you that pickle.
Word, I got you.
Fuck yeah. BK Chris, it has been a pleasure. Creep Queen, it has always been a pleasure. I still have a minute to kill. Fuck.
Woo! Oh my god, I hate you.
Creep, tell an interesting story.
Huh?
Tell an interesting story.
Okay. God, you can't put me on the fucking spot like that.
What about that Barnes & Noble one?
Oh yeah, I sucked a dick by a dumpster once.
Fantastic.
So much worse than that guy whose girl farted.
Nah.
I've also farted in a mouth or two, pooped on a guy's dick, and
Through the mail,
I'm
so.
such a winner, guys.
Creep Queen is a catch. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Volume 13 of the Double Penetration Podcast. I thank you for listening, and thank you for being a friend.
Just been penetrated.
Hello, I am your announcer, Bethany. Please remember to rate and review 5 stars on iTunes. Rating and reviewing helps out the show. Thanks for listening to the Double Penetration Podcast with your hosts, Creep and Steele.